Okay, my next video I wanted to show was the difference in the head gasket. And this is a head gasket I have right now. I'm prepping my engine for my cylinder head and my new rocker arm cradle come. But as you can see, the gasket is pretty centered on the hole. Well, I mean on the cylinder, I should say. And you can see it's pretty centered. Now what I discovered was that not all head gaskets are made the same. This is an old one I had, and when I slip it on, you can see what's going on here. If you see, it's not centered on the cylinder. There's like this big gap right here. It doesn't cover the whole cylinder. Now the top of it doesn't create a lip. It doesn't create a lip right here, but what happens is, as you can see, it doesn't cover the whole cylinder. It's a little gap. So I don't know what kind of implications that has. It might create blow-by, maybe, possibly, because it's shooting the gases through here down here, and maybe that's what creates the excessive valve case pressure there. And so when you rebuild these things, I highly suggest that you really check to see that your head gasket covers the cylinder at least. See, the problem I have is I want to use this because this part right here seals, or it's pretty form fitted to the cylinder jug. But the old one I have, I mean the new one I'm gonna use because it's the old one I'm going to use because it centers with the cylinder. The problem is this part sticks out, and over here, as you can see, it doesn't seal completely against the chain guide or where the chain goes. And so what I think is going to happen is oil might leak out of here. And one thing is I discovered is you do not want to use any kind of ATV gasket maker because the oil flows up through this hole and down through there. So if those oil holes get covered, then what happens is excessive pressure gets created in the crankcase, and that's when you get a lot of that oil shooting out if these holes are covered. Okay, now if these holes aren't covered, it's not going to alleviate your problem of the oil shooting out. There's probably a combination of other problems, but this you definitely do not want to cover these oil holes up.